Well, things are getting pretty crazy in Silverland. Everybody's vying for attention, and it's a bunch of garbage. But it's getting so crazy. I almost don't want to deal with it too much. But tomorrow, I'm probably going to post a video on something a little more practical, like a redneck thing. I like doing the car stuff, and I want to do one probably on how to break the bead on a tubeless tire without any tools like from a tire shop. There's ways you could do that. It's probably some good stuff to know because in a real emergency situation, there's probably not just going to be stuff that happens that you need to know how to do and be self-reliant. But I was looking at some stuff on the news unit, and he posted a mixture of stuff on his blog, which is very good. And there was like Kerry Lutz of the Financial News Hour, Chris Duane, and they're talking back and forth, about heading to the hills, not just having gold and silver, but, also having, guns and ammo and food and all this kind of garbage. And there's going to be martial law declared, and I'm getting sick of this bullshit. These guys are a bunch of yo-yos from hell, to tell you the truth. And, then there was Donnie on here from the Day Trade Show talking about, I don't know, it's getting stupid. The whole thing is getting so stupid. I don't want to waste time on this because I'm going to go into something else pretty crazy, pretty wild. But it's like it's all a bunch of BS, because now that silver's going up, every expert out there is telling you it's going to go to the moon, and it is going to go up and whatever. But, and ain't going to do 2 or 3% a day forever either. So it's been doing pretty damn good. But I'm glad. And, I want to be a little more specific about, because I always talk about the silver pump and dumpers, and a lot of them are bullshit. I'm going to leave 2 exceptions out there that I can think of off the top of my head because, maybe I'm painting too broad of a brush on stuff because, most of these guys are a bunch of idiots. They really are. But I'm saying there's 2 exceptions, and there's 2 people I respect their opinion. Endless Mountain and Connecting Dots. So that's my opinion, and that's just the way I think of it. But there's a lot of stuff out there that, I don't know, I think they're just playing to the fears of the crowd. SGT Bull, I think, is one of those guys, too. I mean, God, I don't know. It smells that way to me. And, Alex Jones is another one that he plays the fears of the crowd, too, and he throws gasoline on the fire. If you look at him, I don't watch him much. Very rarely, but when I do, it's like he throws his fake sincerity garbage on, like he's all concerned and all hyped up, and I think it's fake. But, he always in the background behind him. A lot of times, many times, you'll see these twirly, psychedelic, mesmerizing things in the background while he's talking. I mean, that's brainwashing garbage going on there. So, I don't know. People could do what the hell they want, but I don't buy into that stuff too much. I just said it's very smart to be aware of the facts, but not to be, get into, don't get led around the nose by these yo-yos. Now, I want to get into something a little crazy, a little creative. I know a lot of people got mad at this one thing. I put out this spoof before about Eric Sprott being like Silverfinger, like Goldfinger. And the old plot with the James Bond movie with Goldfinger was they were going to nuke Fort Knox, and like by doing so, the gold in there would be radioactive, which means it would be off the market, and therefore all the rest of the gold, which means Goldfinger's gold, would be worth that much more money. I thought that was a great idea. I mean, that was a movie plot. So my appeal to Eric Sprott was, too bad we couldn't get together with some fake terrorists from Iran, and they nuke some big silver mines, and it takes all that silver off the market. The price of silver goes up that much more, and the U.S. gets their war, right? Well, I think there's even a better way around it. Like I would say, to use palladium. Up in northern Siberia, they have Norilsk mine. Norilsk mine produces 39%. One mine, the whole world produces 39% of the whole global supply yearly of palladium every year. Now, what you do is, the way to get this thing rolling is you get Putin in on it, and you get the cronies in the FSB and all that, the former KGB in on it, and they buy up all this palladium. They're all heavily invested in it and stuff before this happens, and then you get the fake Iranians to go up there, and they blow up Norilsk mine up in northern Siberia. It's an unpopulated area. There's hardly anybody up there. And I mean, they could design a nuke just to be radioactive for a couple years or whatever, a year, 6 months, whatever. I don't know. I don't know the details. But once they do that, you can see the price of palladium shoots up to about $20,000 an ounce. They go sell it to some car manufacturers. They get rid of it. And they bought it for $600 an ounce. They sell it for $20,000 an ounce. They're all happy. Now, since, Iran attacked their country, Putin's got a perfect excuse, along with that warmonger Zhirinovsky, to go attack Iran. And the way they would do that is they go right through Georgia. Now, Putin hates this, and Zhirinovsky hates the guy that runs Georgia. So they go through there, they get rid of him, they kill him. Then they got a joint effort between the United States and Russia to attack Iran. And problem solved. That's it, it's done. You got the oil, the gas, and you get rid of that crazy regime, and you install democracy. So, I'm an evil elite too, okay? And that's the plan I would be doing. And I just throw it out here because I got, I'm not on the drawing board anyway. So, hey, but if I was, that's what I'd be suggesting. I think it's a great plan. And I never got into brainstorming at those kind of levels, but I got brainstorming at some cool levels, and I really enjoy some of this stuff sometimes. So, but it's the way things go. I mean, if you look at Mena, Arkansas, and Bill Clinton and stuff like that. Now, I don't want to get on here like I'm Imus in the morning, because man, Imus in the morning, he said some stuff about Bill Clinton and Mena, Arkansas, and Whitewater. Man, he got in a lot of trouble, man. If you remember Imus in the morning, if I'm lying, I'm dying. He was always talking. He was cool. He was cool. I like that guy. Actually, I'd vote for him for president over Bill Clinton. Imus in the morning. He'd be a great presidential candidate. So anyway, that's my evil plan, and I think that'll work. I know a lot of people are peaceniks, and I hate that kind of stuff. I don't know. The way I look at it, there's going to be wars anyway. You might as well win, right? You might as well have the best evil plan that works. And, that's a pretty good scam, so I think that would work. I think that would be pretty cool, just like the Goldfinger plot, except using palladium. And it would work perfect because, and that's another reason I want to even talk about with palladium and platinum. You saw what happened down there in South Africa with the police, machine gunning the miners. Now look what the hell happened to platinum already. It's flying. I think it's over $15.50 an ounce or something like that right now, right? Well, that's because, and actually if you had some kind of global conflict or something like that, anything happens with South Africa or Russia, palladium and platinum is going to go right through the roof. It's going to go like ballistic, worse than silver. I don't know, a lot of people aren't thinking those two metals, but hey man, I am. I am. But anyway, that's my plot on the Goldfinger palladium caper. It's like a 911 on Norilsk mine in Russia. And you can have the whole gang, both sides, west and east, all in on it. So that's usually the way they do stuff anyway, right?